All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Post Inbound webinar. We're really excited that all of you are here. We had over 1,600 people sign up for this webinar to learn the big takeaways from Inbound 2023. I'm Mark Hands from Chicago, Illinois in the US. I'll be your host. I'm joined today by some amazing HubSpot enthusiasts, experts, pros, the best in the business. Go ahead and give a hello and introduce yourself real quick. Mikko, you want to start us off?
Yeah, I can go first. Hi, everyone. Mikko is my name, one of the co-founders of Vainu. Vainu is a company database platform, so we help HubSpot customers to keep their CRM data up to date, based in Helsinki, Finland. And welcome, everyone.
Excellent. And Joachim?
Yeah, hi everyone, nice to see you. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Radiant, a premium HubSpot partner. We work with HubSpot as a service, helping clients get that efficient growth platform, and we also help clients penetrate the Nordic market with sales as a service. Nice to meet you all.
I love that you continuously refer to yourself as a sales nerd, because everybody smiles because we're all nerds. We all love this stuff, right? We dig in deep, and that's what we're going to do right now. So let's jump in and get started. We're just back a week out from Inbound 2023 in Boston in the USA. We had some amazing announcements. Right now, we're going to give you the top 3 takeaways from Inbound, and then we're actually going to jump in and share our screen and show you what they look like and how to use them. So the first big takeaway we heard from Yamini is that HubSpot is making a big change in its evolution. We're now referring to ourselves as a customer platform, right? We started as a product. We built some more hubs over the time. We have the partner network that helps people buy and service and sell HubSpot. But now we're referring to ourselves as a customer platform because in addition to all the hubs that sit on top of our smart CRM, we also have all of our solutions partners and providers, and also all of our amazing app partners. This is now a platform where you can customize and build anything you need for any niche purpose in your business to help your business grow. That is a huge update, is the customer platform. Gentlemen, any quick reactions to the customer platform announcement?
I can go first.
Sure.
I think it's in total already 1,500 app partners available. So I think everybody should definitely check the marketplace. There's so many great apps, and many of them are actually even free to use. So you can improve the HubSpot experience even more by working with app partners. And then I guess, Joachim, you know a lot about solution partners as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's about time, Mark. The ecosystem, the platform is good enough for it. So it's about time, great news, the right strategy. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I feel like this is a huge step, because it really embodies what HubSpot is all about, which is helping people grow. And what better way to grow than to grow better together, right? This is like just sharing. So again, we talk with so many people that use HubSpot in so many unique industries, unique ways. Now we're opening it up, and there's going to be an app and a partner to help you with anything you need for your business. It's a huge revelation for HubSpot. Big update number 2. So big update number 1, we're now a customer platform solving all your challenges with all of our app partners, solutions partners, and providers. Update number 2 was huge. The relaunch of Sales Hub. We're going to show you all in just a moment what it looks like, but initial reactions, again, Joachim, I know you're a huge sales dude. What's your initial reaction to the Sales Hub relaunch?
Yeah, I mean, it's just getting so much easier to use, getting the overview. It's helping you on a daily basis to prioritize your deals, your tasks, your meetings. It's just easier, man. I think that's how to summarize it. It's easier to use. You can focus more on doing the sales, right?
Yeah, we heard that feedback. When salespeople see it, it's one of these things where like, that's what I've been waiting for, right? It's like you build it, people see it, they know it, they love it. They're like, intuitively, this is what I've been waiting for. So again, huge relaunch of Sales Hub. And then I'm not saying it's my favorite, but the third big takeaway from Inbound 2023, HubSpot AI. I had to take a mental break and just sit and meditate for a minute after the spotlight. It was amazing. HubSpot AI is literally going to change the way people from marketing, sales, and customer service can leverage AI to help them do their work faster, more efficiently. Initial reactions, Miko, any initial reactions to HubSpot AI? And then again, we're going to jump into the tool right now and show people.
Well, I like it. There's so many use cases, of course, and I think also timing is good because most people, they've been using ChatGPT and these tools already. And then I think people will be impressed when they see the value of it, when you actually combine that technology with your own data, for example, with your own HubSpot data. So you can actually do pretty amazing things. And I think it's a nice trend in general that there's no need to search. You can just use natural language to the query you want to do. So that's exciting. Of course, marketeers will save lots of time because when they need to create a quick landing page or a new, even a full website, they can do it in minutes. So that's very, very good news.
Yeah, excellent. All right, I think, how many people here, give me a thumbs up if you've sat in webinars where people just talk for hours. Give me a thumbs up if you're like, hey, stop talking. I see them. I see the little thumbs. They're popping up. They're like, stop talking. So if you're ready to actually see this stuff in action, sit back, relax, grab a cup of water. You might need to hydrate because this is going to be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now, and we're just going to jump in and show people what we're actually talking about. All right, so let's get started. Oh, this is so exciting. Can I get a thumbs up? Give me some thumbs up emojis if you can see my screen and it's not like my Facebook with pictures of my kids running around in diapers and it's embarrassing. Great. I see lots of thumbs up. You see my screen. Mission accomplished. All right. So first and foremost, just a quick thing we definitely need to get out of the way is you can now customize your CRM records, right? So this middle pane right here, right? You got your overview, you got your activities. Everybody knows this. But if you look over here now, there's a little button that says customize this tab. And now all your different teams, all your different users can customize this section. Salespeople want to see a little bit more detail about deals. Great. You can customize it and put it here. You can change the cards. You can change the order in which you're seeing them. And it is fully customizable. I explained to somebody, this was like if you bought a car and you're like, I want the steering wheel on the other side. You can just move it to the other side now. It's 100% customizable. And again, this is for everybody. So when you're in your CRM records, you just click customize this tab. You're going to get a little pop-up here and it'll just walk you through how to literally customize that tab for different people in your organization, which I'm really excited about. Let's just jump in right now because Sales Hub relaunch is going to blow people's minds. When you go to sales, you're going to go ahead and click prospecting, and you're going to see this all new prospecting tool. Salespeople, give me a heart emoji right now if you are seeing this and either your mind is blown, you're excited. Oh, I see heart. Oh, there they go. Thumbs up and hearts. This is like making my heart happy. I'm so excited. People are really excited about this. So this is your new prospecting place. This is for BDRs, SDRs, your salespeople. They can now look at all of their tasks. They can look at all of their scheduling, the sequences that leads are enrolled in, and all of their actual leads. People, now we have a leads object. So not only do you have your contacts are not going anywhere. They're still here, but you can label somebody as an object as a lead. So now I, as a BDR and SDR, I can literally look at my leads, see who they are. We also have stages for these leads. So again, this first little tab here is your summary, shows you what tasks are due today, any overdue tasks or tasks due tomorrow. But check this out. If you click leads, this is where some magic can happen. So I can look at all the leads that, again, I've identified as leads. I can see what stage they're in, and I can change that stage simply by selecting it right here. So you see we've got a few different stages. New, attempting, which is mean you've been attempting to call or email them. Connected means they've replied to any one of your emails. And again, HubSpot will automatically update this for you. Qualified means we're ready to either create a deal for this lead, and disqualified means, sorry, didn't work out for this time. But check this out. It's so easy to say, you know what? I think Bob Weir, we're going to qualify him. As soon as I hit qualify, look what pops up. bam, a deal is ready to be created right here in your sales pipeline for Bob Weir. This is just amazing updates for sales leaders. So again, you can change their status here. You can also take a look at all of your different overviews of how many leads you have in each stage here. You can even say, you know what, I'm ready to schedule my next activity for Mickey over here. I'm going to just make an activity that in, let's say, 2 days, I want an email task, and bam, now I've got that email task is already created. But it gets even better. Check this out. Your schedule. Right now, we hear from a lot of BDRs and SDRs that they're trying to schedule meetings for salespeople whose calendars they don't even have access to. You can do it right here, right now. You can literally select and create a meeting and look at your schedule right here and click and create a meeting for somebody right here with somebody else's calendar. This is a game changer for a lot of BDRs, SDRs. So again, high level, you got your summary, all your tasks, all your sequences, all your leads, all your scheduling, and a nice little summary up here. You've got leads. These, again, are a new object in Sales Hub where you can tag somebody as a lead. You can change their different stage, schedule activities, or create a deal right here. And you've got your scheduling where you can actually schedule a meeting for somebody on your sales team right here. That's a lot. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I need feedback from the masters of the sales universe. Joachim, talk to me. What's up?
What's up? I think it's really cool. I just when you mentioned it's for BDRs and salespeople, you're completely right. But it's also actually for leveraging other stakeholders as well. And I have a case for you, Mark.
Yeah.
A practical example, right? So most sales processes right now, they take longer time compared to a year ago. And one of the reasons is that more stakeholders are involved in a deal now, right? So this is also the case for your internal stakeholders in most companies, stakeholders like specialists, engineers, customer success, management, etc. You need to get them involved. It's crucial for you to get them involved and activated to win those deals, right? Okay, so we have this use case where there's this problem. Large international consulting and auditing firm, 250 people here in Denmark alone, and their sales managers sell, right? They engage leads, clients, books, meetings, scope problems, and so on. But when it comes to hosting in-depth scoping meetings and scoping bids, the sales managers need to involve a partner specialized within that area, right? Therefore, they are dependent on an internal stakeholders to win clients and win deals, just like most sales teams are, right? So these partners, they have a busy schedule. They bill clients, manage people, work 60 to 80 hours a week. So it's really hard for the sales managers to get those partners' attention in regards to sales and keeping HubSpot up to date. But, and here comes the but, with the new prospecting tool, right, as you just showed us, we've managed to provide a more frictionless client experience, win more deals by enabling two essentials. First thing is that the sales managers, they can now, as you just showcased, schedule the partners as hosts in meetings for scoping bids directly with the prospecting tool, all the while also increasing the availability for the clients and for the partners. Secondly, the prospecting tool now provides a fast and easy overview for the partners. They are very busy, right? They just need 2 minutes as a mission control of their prioritized tasks and deals to get that view, because we've set the prospecting tool as the default homepage, right? So this may sound, it is super simple. Sounds simple, but it's efficient. The sales managers, they have a higher win rate now, spends less time per deal. And most importantly, the friction for the client is less, and the time spent per partner per deal is less. So that's a great feature.
Yeah, I love how you highlighted the simplicity, right? That's what we hear a lot of people really like about HubSpot is you just log in and everything you need is right there. And again, it's customizable, just like the CRM record. So you can move some things around. But again, for those folks that are seeing this, loving it, they're like, this is what we've been waiting for. Awesome, awesome use case. Miko, any reactions to Sales Hub relaunch?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I think one of the trends this year has been, of course, some sort of tech stack consolidation. And I think at least for some of our customers, it's been a little bit difficult when you use a CRM and then you need another sequence or cadence tool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think now you can actually have everything inside HubSpot and run also sequences right inside Sales Hub. The one Joachim mentioned also that you can actually schedule, so sales to sales handoff feature. I think it's extremely useful for every company where they have the SDR and AE account executive setup where they actually need to do the handover. Our marketing team is working on the lead routing tool, because I think it sounds that it's a very good way to sort of enroll leads into certain sequences based on the website behavior. So I think that's also one way to really make sure that they get the personalized touch from us when it's based on the actual engagement that they have shown on the website. Also, now when you can do A/B testing in sequences, I think that's a nice way to sort of connect two big announcements. So you can use HubSpot AI to create different type of emails, for example, and then you do A/B testing. So we have lots of customers and they have very, very well-defined segments they want to sell to. So it could be, for example, SaaS fintech, and then they want to communicate differently with that segment versus e-commerce and fashion. So we first enrich their HubSpot with these properties, and then they can create very personalized approaches when it comes to messaging, and they can do A/B testing and see if it actually has an impact on conversion. So I think that's awesome. Then also, even though it's minor, but I really like that you can now also see those deal tags easily. And I think some managers at least enjoy the fact that they can create tasks directly from that view based on the status of the deal. So lots of cool things, and I think easier to use sort of HubSpot as one tool that can do all those different steps, and you don't need so many other tools to run your sequences, for example.
Go ahead.
I just think, as you summarized there, Mikko, that all of the new features, the updates, it's not like it is add-ons in terms of features, but in terms of usage, it's just simpler now. It's easier to use.
Yeah. Managers most likely also like the, how do you call it, step level analytics that you can actually analyze also the conversion, not only on automated steps, but all the manual steps as well. So I think there's like features and new cool things for SDRs and AEs, but also quite a few new things for managers and sales team leads, because they can very effectively see how people are actually running their pipeline. Then RevOps people and people who sort of oversee CRM, I think it's very important that you spend time on understanding the nature of the lead, because I think many people, they have been working with different CRMs, and I think the definition of a lead, if it's an object or a lifecycle states, I think it's quite crucial when you build your own workflows.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a perfect lead into AI forecasting for sales. I actually got to move my screen because that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Joachim smile when I mentioned that. Okay, so what we just showed you, again, we showed you the prospecting space, and I'm seeing in the chat lots of questions. That's a really good thing. We want questions, right? The number one thing is, if you have access to it, great. I just Slacked somebody to find out when everything's going to be available to everybody. But if you have it, great. If not, sit tight. We'll get an answer for you. But start testing it. Start playing with it. Start moving it around and see how you are going to use it. Again, this technology is game changing. It's simple. Yep. But it takes a little bit of time to figure out, okay, how are we going to use it in our unique situation? So keep asking those questions for the people in the chat. And very HubSpotty, I love that people in the chat are answering other people's questions in the chat before we can even get to it. That is beautiful. Please keep doing that. So again, prospecting tool within Sales Hub Relaunch is an amazing tool for business development, for keeping all that lead work in one place. However, if you want to get a glimpse as to what your future looks like, again, cross your fingers. Going to go ahead and share my screen. Please go ahead and give me those thumbs up emojis if you see my screen correctly and you see that prospecting tool again. All right. Thank you all very much for playing along. Check this out. Now, this is not for everybody yet. It's coming. You go sales, right? You go forecast. Now, you're used to seeing this, right? What does your forecast look like? The deal stages, what's been won, what's going on. You even have forecast categories. That's great. But if you look here at analyze, you are going to see that this over here is an overview for all your teams in your sales pipeline. And again, this is kind of like your weighted pipeline. So again, based on your pipeline, traditionally, Sales Hub, it says this is what your sales team thinks will close. However, that's great, but we added on another layer. This is your AI forecast. This is where AI is not only taking what your team is mentioning might close, but it's looking at past close performance and taking those two pieces of data, correlating them to create your AI forecast. Oh my gosh, the chat is going crazy with little celebration emojis right now. This is a game changer, right? And again, this is a great example where AI cannot take away anyone's work. This is where it can just improve your work. So this is AI forecasting. It's going to show you the upper level of what's going to close, what's really likely going to close, and what's the lowest end of what's going to close. And again, this is using AI with your past performance and your salespeople's information that they put into their deal records. This is pretty sick. Joachim, hit me up, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm so happy that you showed it to us. It's quite, correct me if I'm wrong, it's quite exclusive look that we're getting into it right now. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah. Actually, my hand virtually just got slapped, I think, because maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I wanted to show you people because this really is, not many people get to see it. It's on its way getting rolled out, but it is an exclusive look. Yes.
Yeah, so Mark, I asked you to showcase it because I think it's a game changer, as you said. Everyone working within sales, within growth, within marketing, management, they know the hardship of actually trying to figure out what are you going to be closing this month, next month, this quarter, this half year, this year, right? And you are, of course, subjective. You have historical data, but such a projection into the future of best case scenario, worst case scenario, game changer. So you can see, are we doing the right thing? Are the individual doing the right thing? Are the team doing the right thing? Should we scale up? Should we slow down? What should we do? How should we invest our resources? How should we lead and manage our colleagues? It's a game changer.
Yeah. And again, I'm seeing in the chat here positive feedback. Somebody's saying AI can only help with this, right? Like math is math, right? So people, they put in their best estimates, but what have you actually done in the past? AI is just going to let the algorithm run and make some intelligent decisions. And again, with all things AI, not everyone's going to use it the same way, right? Different levels of usage. So start to think about when you see this tool, because again, it is pretty exclusive right now, but when it gets launched, start thinking about how you can use it in particular case. Speaking of AI, are you all ready to see some insane AI tools that were launched at Inbound? If you're ready, give me those thumbs up there. Yeah. I feel like I'm watching one of my kids' YouTube channels that they watch where they're like, smash the subscribe. Let me see those thumbs up. But this is really exciting. All right. Let's just jump into it. All right. Sharing my screen again. All right. Here we go. Okay, check this out. Let's start with the blog feature, right? So, Content Assistant has been around. You can hit that slash and get some great insights. What you're about to see is next gen. So, going to go to marketing, going to go to website, and go to blog. Now, where you're used to seeing create a new blog post, you'll see this over here. It says generate blog post. You see our nifty little HubSpot AI lightning bolt. Go ahead and click generate blog post. And it's going to literally prompt you through and use SEMrush. If any of you have ever used SEMrush or SEMrush, it's using SEMrush data to make SEO recommendations on everything for your blog. Let me just quickly show you. So what do I want to write my blog post about? I like donuts. They're a big thing here in the United States. I don't know. So I'm going to say, why are donuts good for your business and customer experience? Okay. You can even select a country or a target audience. I'll select US. That's where I am. But again, you can select any, and then you can select which blog you want to send it to. Next, Right now, HubSpot AI, the blog assistant, and SEMrush are working together to say, okay, where can you win here, right? Here are some titles that are great titles that based on monthly search volume and difficulty to rank. Apparently, nobody's writing blog posts about why donuts are good for your business, but these are, again, SEO perfect blog titles. So I'm going to say delighting customers with delicious donuts. I like that one. I'm going to click next. Now, HubSpot AI and SEMrush are creating the outline of your blog post. So it's going to show you, great, here's the title, here's a description of it, and here's the big paragraphs that we think would be great paragraph headers for your blog post. And I can change these. If I say boosting sales and customer loyalty with donuts, I actually want to create creating memorable experience, and I'm going to put and brand awareness. I think that's an important thing for our business with donut displays. And now I'm going to click down here, generate blog post, and now watch HubSpot AI do the work for you. Now, again, with all things AI, this is your starting point, right? Yes, you could hit publish right away and it'll be great, but let your marketers do the thing that they're great at, which is creating great content. So here, I've got an entire blog post with SEO optimized headers and an SEO optimized, title. The blog post is created for me right here. And again, with anything, let's say I want my intro over here to be a little bit more, I want to change the tone. I can select it. I can select my little HubSpot AI buddy, and I can say, change the tone to be a little bit more professional, right? All right. HubSpot AI is going to do the work for me. I'll go ahead and change it. And now you can see that the tone of the content has changed to be a little bit more professional. Amazing. But we're not done yet. Check this out. If I go to settings and I go to metadata, we all know that the great point of a great blog is getting people to your website so you can bring them value and you can convert those leads into paying customers. And that really does start with a meta description, because if you don't have a great meta description, no one's going to find your blog post. Check this out. I see my little buddy over here. I'm just going to click it, and it is going to scan that blog post, and it is actually going to create a meta description for me that is going to be awesome for SEO. Look at that. It's done for you. It's pretty sweet. There's another feature. This gets even killer. And then I'm going to turn it over to you all for feedback here. Featured image. Okay. I'm going to cross my fingers. It's been a little wonky and works in some portals and not others, but check this out. You want a cool image for your blog. You can see my little buddy. He's back right there. I'm going to click generate. And now HubSpot AI is going to scan the blog post it made. It's going to scan that meta description, and it's going to create a description for the image. So here it is. Here's an image description. And now I'm going to say, you know what? I want the image to be kind of like a pop art style. Or no, let's go minimalist. Let's try that. I'm going to hit generate. And now, again, these are early versions here, but it's going to create an image for my blog post based on the description, based on the metadata, all generated by AI in the last, this has been 2 minutes. So here it is. These are all featured images. I can select one. I can save it. I can insert it into my blog post, and it's ready to go. I now have that featured image and my meta description ready to go. That is Blog Assistant from HubSpot AI. I'm going to take a sip of coffee and turn it over to you all for some reactions. First off, hit those hearts if you think that is awesome in the chat there. That's crazy. All right. What do you think, gentlemen?
Yeah, we've been using it already. I think it's, again, nice that it's inside HubSpot, that you don't need to use other LLM tools for that, especially what you just showed, that it's also SEO optimized. So I guess it's using SEMrush data, and then also those details that you can actually generate the meta description. That's also great. I think the way, when I was speaking with our head of marketing, Amer, so he basically says that, of course, you need to review the text, and you most likely want to add your own sort of tone into it, but it takes the most boring part of the job away. And then as a marketeer, you can focus on actually creating things and think of the topics and what you want to do. And then sort of these small steps that simply used to take lots of time, now you can automate that. So I think it's a great use case for AI. And I think it's nice that both marketeers, they can use these AI tools for creating websites or blogs or landing pages, and at the same time, using the same technology, salespeople can do exactly the same when they create sales emails, for example. So I think everyone gets these features, which is nice.
Yeah, and we have to assume, everything will get better and better and better, and we can accumulate that data within one platform, as you also mentioned, Miko. So it will be more and more intellectual, and the use cases will just expand, and the quality will be better and better as we move on. So that's also really cool.
And I think, Mark, do you know, I believe it, well, we do everything in English and it works in English. It supports some other languages, but I saw that was sort of a recurring topic in the chat. Like, what other languages it supported?
Yes. I am multitasking, which is kind of a big deal. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I've slacked the product manager and it is available in all HubSpot languages. Japanese is still coming along. There is some stuff that is HubSpot AI enabled in Japanese, but you're going to get it in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, German, Dutch. Yes, we've got quite a few languages that have access to HubSpot AI. Thank you for bringing that up. That is a big game changer. I also did see a question in the chat I just want to bring up. HubSpot AI, big picture. That is the term we're now using for all of the AI features across HubSpot. Let me just bring something up here for you. The way we like to think about it is that we've got HubSpot AI Assistant. So like we just saw like Blog Assistant, right? There's also Website Assistant where you can do the same thing, the questions, and it will create a website for you. We also have Campaign Assistant. Marketers out there, if you're a marketer, give me a thumbs up because I just want to see how many folks are out there. Marketers, okay. Your life is probably about to change even more. We hear from marketers, one of the most challenging parts about running marketing campaigns is creating the campaign, the back-end data, the UTMs, the tracking, all the data. With Campaign Assistant, you will literally be able to go through that same flow I just showed you. What is the goal? What region are you attempting to reach? And answer a few questions, and Campaign Assistant will create an actual campaign for you in HubSpot with all of the back-end data ready for you to track. It's really been a huge game changer. I don't have access to that feature just yet. It should be coming out soon. We did see a preview of it, obviously at Inbound. So we wanted to share with you because this is the Inbound, recap. Campaign Assistant, Website Assistant, Blog Assistant, same thing for landing pages. These are amazing AI-enabled tools that are going to help marketers get kind of that busy work out of the way and really focus on what humans do best, which is creating amazing marketing copy to convert your leads into paying customers and do it in your brand, in your voice, in your tone. Don't let the robots take that away from you. We got you covered. Woo! That's a lot. Want to see some more like cool AI stuff? We definitely have time. I've got a few more things to show you. I actually was just reaching out. Agent. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got all the stuff we need. All right, ready. Let me show you some cool stuff. Here we go. All right. Let's go here. All right. Thumbs up again if you can see my screen correctly. Okay. All right. This is the most dangerous thing I've done in the last 5 years. I'm going to share my email inbox on a live webinar, which we know is like the craziest thing you could do, but I cleaned it up. So we're good. Okay. Check this out. If you're using Outlook, if you're using Gmail, go ahead and make sure you click compose and you'll start to see this nifty little thing. It says write an email for me. I'm going to go ahead and click it and I can select What type of email? Is it an intro, a cold outreach, or a follow-up email? Maybe I'm just going to send a follow-up email. What am I selling? I am selling donuts and desserts for enterprise organizations. Who are you selling to? I am selling to Joe Donut. In a few words, describe what you want to communicate. Just following up and seeing if your Q4 conference is still happening, and if we okay, then I can select the tone of my email. I always like to come across professional, but also I'm a pretty optimistic dude. So let's click optimistic. I'll go ahead and click generate. And here we go. You're going to see HubSpot AI working behind the scenes to create a really nice AI generated email for you. And again, this is just the starting point. If you don't like this one, click generate more. It'll take another spin at it and the AI will work again. Again, sometimes we swing and miss on the first one, but once I like it, I can go ahead and just select the one I like, click insert content, and there it is. I can even make sure that I go ahead and switch my name out, my phone number and email. Again, I can edit any of this. It's not the kind of like, you don't have to take it all. I can select it, delete it, add in my own text if I want to. It's 100% customizable. And this is also not just available in your inbox on your desktop or your laptop. This is available on the mobile device also. So if you've got HubSpot for iOS, this feature is right there in your HubSpot app. It's really great. We're hearing from business folks, specifically in the sales area, that are trying to like have great follow-ups. This is a great tool for them. And again, it's right here in your inbox. I'm seeing lots of those celebratory emojis come through on the channel. So I think you're excited about that. I'd like to show you another thing as long as I've got you here, because we're talking a lot about creating content and communication and letting AI do a lot of the legwork for us so we can kind of put the finishing touches. For those of you that are Service Hub fans, I hope you all are, check this out. Go to Conversations, Inbox. It'll bring up your inbox, and down here, you're going to see you've got your little HubSpot AI person here. I'm just going to go ahead and write, hey, thanks for reaching out. It was awesome to talk with you, and I hope I solved your problem. Okay. Now, I hope your customer service people don't talk like that. So, but if they do, that's okay. Go ahead and select it. Content Assistant. I want you to change the tone to be a little bit more professional. And we get a little bit more professional. But I also know that this customer likes long form content. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to expand this now and just make this a little bit longer of a message to let them know that I'm really taking my time in speaking with them. And again, I can change this. It's not the end of the world. I can add in here, anything that I want. Now check this out. So again, this is great for your customer service people to deliver really concise, on-brand, on-tone messaging, but that's not all. We know that sometimes in customer service, you may need to pass a customer off to somebody else. It could be a manager, a supervisor, another team member, maybe a subject matter expert, and you don't just want to hand them in blind and say, hey, go talk to Dave. So here's what you do. You click comment. And see this little doodad down here? It says summarize this conversation. I click it, and it is literally going to read the text of all of our messaging, and it is going to create a quick summary. And now anybody on my service team that sees this record can quickly view the summary, or I can add this summary to an email, a Slack message that I'm sending this customer to. It's just another great way that we can make sure that we are customer centric. We are making sure all of the information about a customer is in the right place at the right time for the right people. I'm really, really excited about the way we're seeing AI embedded in some of our messaging in both the email and in customer service and Service Hub. Gentlemen, reactions. People in the chat, reactions. What are we thinking?
I think it's great, Mark. Also in terms of, with the summary, you can also express and showcase the value that you've helped the client with ongoing basis, not only for your own reps, but also for the client themselves. Also when they have a change in stakeholders or people, it's awesome.
Yeah. And real quick, Joachim, I know when we're talking a lot about AI, it's exciting. I feel like every TikTok I see or Instagram reel is like poking fun at, hey, AI is going to solve everything. You have some thoughts around like responsible use of AI. You have some bullet points. You want to hit those real quick and let us know like your thoughts. Again, you're working with some big clients here. What is AI looking like? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I want to, also as we talked about, Mark, is about, a lot of people ask me questions about sales and AI from clients, employees.
Yep.
Typically, it's all of the same questions. What AI should we choose? How does it work? What is the output, right? Even business school professors and university school professors ask me these questions. But I think there's something else really important to this, and that is, how do you adopt AI, right? In reality and on a daily basis, how do you adopt AI? Because AI, yes, it's about getting better performance, right? Working faster, absolutely. But it's primarily about working smarter and then using the extra free time to work strategically and intentionally and not doing the boring stuff, okay? So everyone at the moment, you included, Mark, and you as well, Miko, and myself, we have a sense of urgency and a fear of missing out right now in the AI landscape. Speaking of TikTok and Instagram, I think you've all seen, and on LinkedIn, the landscapes of 1,000 logos of AI potential use cases, right?
Mhm.
So what should you do? What should you choose? Ask yourself rather, when you have all these AI tools within HubSpot, it's more about how do we achieve our goals with this tool, right? What is the most important part of our process to optimize it? Will it benefit our clients? Will it benefit our employees? Will it benefit our staff? Whatever, So you have to be focusing more about the adaptation in this insane landscape of 100 new AI businesses each day. So from my perspective, focus on adopting AI. And I have 5 tips in terms of adopting AI. And one of them is, use one tool at the time, right? So when adopting it, one tool at the time for one team. I've seen organizations trying to do go from 100, from 0 to 100, in a heartbeat. It doesn't work like that, right? It doesn't work. You cannot have 5 tabs open with different AI tools and think you can just integrate them into your current behavior and processes. It doesn't work like that. And that's why it's so effective with the AI tools in HubSpot. One platform which you already use, you already have within your behaviors, right? Then also get that vidyard going, tap some videos on how to do it, some use cases, simplify them for the individuals, for the teams, and identify as a third point, identify those digital savvy ambassadors, someone like you, Miko, someone like you, Mark, right? Digital savvy, witty people also. Fourth, identify those that need support and support them on a weekly basis, have those follow-up calls, have those follow-up meetings, showcasing the practical usage of AI. And final, make sure you have some ground rules to follow, okay? So AI cannot do everything. What should AI do for us? We still have to use our brain power and our experience, and we still need to be unique as an individual.
I could also
I
think this is a good for all those people who are responsible for the CRM, because most of these AI tools are based on the data you put into your CRM, especially, for example, AI forecasting. It's using the historical data, and if the historical data is a little bit off, also the AI forecast will be off. So I think this might be an sort of extra motivation to put some extra focus on the CRM rules, so that every individual is actually using it the way the company wants them to use it. Because then especially those models that are based on your own CRM data, they simply perform better if the data is right. Because at the end of the day, it's based on training data that is labeled in a certain way. And the better structure you have in your CRM, the better these AI forecast tools, for example, will work for you. And I think, even though we haven't discussed it that much, but I think also the ability to customize CRM these days, I think it's actually quite useful to look at. If you go to, like, for example, reporting and data management, and then you check your data model so that you understand what are the objects you're using in your CRM and start creating that structure, like what are the must-have properties. And then also you can do quality checks. What's the fill rate of a certain property that you want to use when you start implementing these AI tools. So I think all in all, we'll see that CRM usage will get better because people put more focus on data, especially structured data, because that's sort of the gasoline for all these AI models.
Yeah, it's the fuel, right? It's the fuel. If you put in good fuel, if you eat good foods, you're going to perform and feel better. It's the same way with your CRM. And I love, first off, Joachim, I want to go back. Those 5 bullet points, those are great bullet points. You're 100% right. There's a lot of AI tools out there. We can't go from 0 to 100 and think we're going to be great. I think maybe one thing for people to think about is consistency versus intensity, right? Everybody wants to start using it right away. It's exciting. That's great. But do it consistently. Think about, what does this look like in practice for your business, for your team? Do we just want to set aside 30 minutes every Friday to sit down and jam on some AI and figure out and talk about it? Just be consistent with it. The other thing that you said, Mikko, I think we really need to talk about is the usage of the CRM and its impact on AI. I think that's a huge point. Good data in means good data out, right? You got to feed it the right stuff here. I think those are really, really helpful points. The other thing here, just, in all honesty for folks, is as you're starting on this journey, you don't need to do it alone. Right? You've got within HubSpot, you've got knowledge-based articles, you've got, your service people that you can reach out to, you've got your sales folks. You also have these two gentlemen on the call right here. Like, you're kind of like the best in the biz, in my opinion, about this stuff. So follow them on LinkedIn, send them a message, go to their websites. Like, this is what they do. This is, Amigo, I know data is the currency. You are the data dude when it comes to getting that tight, good data and utilizing in your CRM. Joachim, I know you and your team, this is what you do. So again, I've met you both. I like you. I'm from Chicago. I trust people, so I'm a good guy. But you seem to really have a really solid grasp on how to help people do this. Don't think people have to do this on their own. You don't have to do it on your own. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Real quick follow-up here. I saw a question in the chat that I want to jump on because it's a game changer. AI chatbots on your website. I'm trying to scroll and see who it was. It was announced at Inbound, and I don't have a demo to show you, but let me explain what it is. We know that within Service Hub, you get chatbots, right? You can have all different models of chatbots. With AI chatbots, what they do is they scan all the content that you're putting on your website and intelligently will start to answer and talk and communicate with your customers, right? So as an example, I always use, if you have a company that like boards dogs, right? You're going out of town, you need a place for your dog to go. But hey, it's $100 a night, US dollars a night. Well, if somebody says, how much is it for 5 nights for 3 dogs? The AI chatbot will scan your website and know how much it is 1 night for 1 dog, and it will calculate the rate for 5 nights for 2 dogs for you. So think about that use case. You've got an intelligent chatbot that's leveraging all the content on your website to communicate with your customers in real time. What does this do? It helps people self-serve, number one, easing the burden on your customer service team. 2, it helps really bring valuable information to your customers quickly so that their questions are answered. They're building trust with your brand. And then when they're ready to make the sale, they're 80% of the way there. They've got the information they need. They've got it quickly. Now they're ready to book. Now they're ready to talk to somebody in sales. So AI chatbots are coming. I think you're going to see in just a few minutes here, something's going to pop up. If you want to talk with sales, talk with one of these people. They will answer all your questions about what plans, what tiers, which products are in which one. They can answer all of that for you. We got a few minutes left, about 10 minutes left. I know we want to open it up for Q&A. I think, Pernilla, we're going to put a poll out. Is that correct? We got a poll coming out here. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That is pretty fancy stuff. Look at that. So if you would like to get a personal demo from HubSpot, go ahead and let us know. Yes, no, thank you. What do you want to see? And again, as you know, this is just an opportunity to learn. So again, don't think about it going at it on your own. You can reach out to your folks at HubSpot. You can reach out to the gentleman here. You can just talk on LinkedIn, throw a post out and say, what are people doing with this? And trust me, people will comment and they will answer some of those questions. So let's jump in. We got a few minutes left. Let's go into the Q&A chat here. There's a lot of questions. I see one here. It says, when is LinkedIn integration going to happen? We have it. We have it live for certain tiers. The LinkedIn Sales Navigator is actually live on certain tiers. I would reach out to your HubSpot rep, or you could even just ask in the bottom right of your chat. You can ask for help and ask for it. But I've seen it live in certain tiers. And again, this is huge because a lot of business development happens on LinkedIn. It is now integrated into your CRM. So again, take a look for that. You can ask a question or two in the chat feature in HubSpot, or reach out to one of your people, or click that little demo thing and someone can answer that for you. Let's see. I see some cool, man, there's a lot of questions here. Gentlemen, as you're looking through this stuff, anything that's jumping out at you? I see one here. Does the schedule calendar integrate with Outlook calendar? So that's going back to Sales Hub, the scheduling thing. Yes, whatever calendar you're connected to HubSpot, that scheduling feature will integrate with that calendar. So G Suite, Google Suite, Outlook, whatever you're using, that should go ahead and integrate.
Yeah, and you can actually make them even, Gmail, Outlook, whatever. You can make them the host of the meeting, which is really important and also quite new. Yeah.
Awesome. There are so many questions. I think one way is to also sort of combine all of them and then answer every single one of them in writing. We could even use AI for that, right? And then have time to cover every single one of them. But there's lots of good, very specific questions. I think the one that is sort of recurring the most is availability on all these features. And I guess, Mark, you have the best comment on when are these available for different type of customers.
Yeah, again, some of it's still in beta, some of it's in public beta, some's in private beta. So the best thing to do, actually, I would say, this is a great resource for everybody. If you go to HubSpot.com/new, you'll always see what is the latest. So as an example, if you want to see these new Sales Hub features, we have a great video featuring Nick from HubSpot Academy. By the way, quick plug for HubSpot Academy. It's a great place to go and learn a lot of this. We've got great new lessons there on how to leverage AI in your business. So head over to HubSpot Academy and you can learn a lot of this stuff right out of the gate. So please plug for HubSpot Academy. We love it there. But go to HubSpot.com/new, select which thing you're looking at, and then you can always click learn more. If it's in private beta, you'll be able to ask for early access. I think at the bottom, there's a button sometimes that says, ask for access. There you'll get a demo of some premium stuff. So again, HubSpot.com/new will always have great content. Here's the AI stuff. Hey, look at that guy. That was not meant to happen. But yes, there's lots of great content on the HubSpot YouTube channel and HubSpot Academy. And again, you can always click learn more. And I think here you can look to get a demo. And there was one of them that did say, so here's the roadmap. I know I looked at this the other night, and it'll show you what features have been launched in 2023 already. Yeah, so here you can see which stuff has actually been launched. But again, certain stuff might be gated or in public or private beta, so you can always just reach out to your HubSpot rep or ask, in service for that for sure.
Yeah, Mark, you're too late. Your HubSpot AI assistant in Joachim Stenfors already provided that roadmap in the chat.
I love it when it beats me out. It just means that it's working great. Excellent. I'm just quickly looking here. Will write my email function also be available with an Outlook as well as Gmail? I'm not sure. That's from Jonathan Simmons. I don't know. I believe it is. I know for sure right now the email feature is in the iOS app. I don't believe it's in Android just yet. So I will double check for that. I also saw some questions again about like these marketing AI tools, again, like use cases. Again, the big thing here is play with it, right? Play with it. Get in there, test it out, see what it looks like. Don't do it alone, right? If you're in a company, whether you're remote or you have an office where you can all get around a machine together, start thinking about what is your use case going to look like for this AI. It's going to be different for everybody. Again, consistency over intensity is where I think we're going to see people really win. Start to embed this into your practice right now. All right. Looking through.
So we have another question here, Mark, if it's okay.
Yeah.
So from Karen, says, I get these emails on a regular basis, AI emails. Some are not interesting, but some are. So I reply, but I never get any answers back. So I am now starting to immediately delete emails that I think is generated with AI. What are your thoughts about that?
Wow. So at HubSpot, we have this this model that we use. It's called use good judgment. And we use it for everything. We use it for everything that we do is just use good judgment. So I'd say use good judgment. That's my go-to on that. And I think there's a follow-up there, which is email, communication, blogs, they're meant to be valuable, right? And sometimes the sender might misinterpret the value of that email. So if the email that you're getting in question, if it's not valuable in any way, then I would delete it. But if there's something in there that either piques your interest, solves a problem for you, you think that in some way it can be valuable, go to where the value is, right? So I think, again, like just because something is generated by AI or you get a sense the tone might be a little off, we have to kind of maybe peel that away and say, yeah, but is it valuable? It's like broccoli, right? Some people just don't like broccoli, but it's good for you. So you might not like the delivery method of the vitamins and the minerals, but it's good for you. So even though it might be an AI generated email, is there something valuable in there for you or for your business? If so, reply, talk to somebody. If not, go ahead and delete.
And I think we'll see that in a way, because it's easier to create good content, marketing content, emails, I think it will get over time very crowded. So then I think what we can add as humans is sort of our approach. How do we stand out when there's a lot more content, that is SEO optimized? And I think we all need to find our own unique way how we create value. And AI is just there to help with the boring steps that can be automated. But I would never like outsource my full content creation to AI. You need to have your own unique touch, I feel.
Awesome.
You need to have that personality in all of your communications. And in 2023 here, in the age of generative AI, the amount of noise and information out there is just accumulating into a big sea of information. So you need to cut through that noise. And I think, Karen, that the one trying to cut through you, trying to reach you, just didn't get through the noise. So you need to adjust that and improve it with some personality and uniqueness, right?
Agreed. And also, I'm going to do a post on this because I saw this at Inbound. Everything's going to change as a result of this. So the way that we use the types of emails we used to send, the types of blog posts we used to put out, everything's changing. Google search is changing. The way it's going to rank is changing. Make sure that whatever content you're creating is personalized. Tell the story, make it personal. You can use AI to put the structure in place. But again, rather than say, hey, here's 5 new tricks that we learned about this, maybe say, this is what our team has learned. Here's what Dave has learned. Here's what Miko has learned. Here's what Joachim has tried, but hasn't, that worked or didn't work. Make it personal and make that human connection because AI cannot replace that. All right. we are at time. This was awesome. Throw a heart in the little Slack emoji thing down there if you had a good time. Again, click that link if you want a demo following up with HubSpot to answer some of these questions. Thank you all. We've recorded this. We will send it out after. Miko, Joachim, thank you both so much for an awesome, awesome afternoon.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you, Mark. Thanks,
All
everyone.
right.